So let us look at the Nifty chart. I hope this chart is visible to everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. Something interesting, something historical taking place in terms of actual data for F&O. But if you look at the charts, Nifty charts, Nifty future charts, it is not, as of now, not showing too much data-wise action. But
Mm.
price-wise, there can be something, some fast and furious move, I can say. Now let us look at the first weekly charts. Let us move. पहले एक मंथली कवर करते हैं. मंथली में क्या है, बहुत घूम, दिस इज वन कॉमन थिंग हैज हैपेंड, बहुत घूम गया है कि 3 month रेड एंड देन
Mm. Right.
fourth week
Fourth month.
green kind
Yeah,
of,
correct.
and everyone is looking at just last 10 to 20 years data.
Mm.
I would say just one thing, क्या मार्केट जस्ट 10-20 साल से है क्या? Normally, if you want to look at anything in historical perspective of the market, we need to look at minimum 30 years, because approximately 30 years is where one generation of traders moves away. New
Mm.
generations set in,
Right.
right? So if you look at before that, before 2000 or so, फ्यूचर में उसमें डेटा नहीं आएगा, स्पॉट में देखना पड़ेगा. हियर इज द स्पॉट चार्ट्स. सम विल से 2008 की मंदी में भी नहीं आया. इट वाज अ सो नाइसली कैलिब्रेटेड डाउन मूव. तो यू नीड टू फियर कि यार 3 रेड आके 1 ग्रीन में मार्केट अगर अप बढ़ा नहीं जा रहा है, देन यू नीड टू फियर. यू शुड नॉट फियर कि 3 रेड आ गया तो मंदी खत्म हो जाएगी. यू नीड टू फियर कि उसके बाद में अगर पुल बैक नहीं आ रहा है फास्ट में, then
Mm.
you need to fear that this is kind of steady distribution.
Right.
Now here comes the instances before 2000. If you look at ये
Mm.
2000 में 3 रेड ही है. Before 2000 there are these 4 reds, and here 5 reds, here 7 reds, back to back. लोगों को
Mm.
2000 के बाद का दिख रहा है, उसके पहले का नहीं दिख रहा है. तो my only viewpoint is जो रिसेंट में चला है 3 रेड 1 ग्रीन एंड 1 बिग ग्रीन,
Mm.
एंड ये इतना फैला हुआ है, इतना स्प्रेड हुआ है, टीवी, पेपर, व्हाट्सएप, एंड ऑल द बिग हैंडल फॉलोअर्स, एवरीवन,
Mm.
हर बच्चा बच्चा जानता है. इवन न्यू
Right.
ऑप्शन ट्रेडर भी ये चीज जानता है, वो भी कॉल ले रहा है. एज सिंपल एज दैट. एवरीवन नोज दिस. तो मोस्ट लाइकली आई डोंट थिंक मार्च में बड़ा तेजी आ जाएगा, एज पर जस्ट बेस्ड ऑन दिस वन स्प्रेड, बिकॉज स्मार्ट मनी ऑल्सो नोज दी, सब जने रेडी है कॉल्स लेके मार्च में बड़ी तेजी के लिए. और अगर आना भी है मार्च में बड़ी तेजी, इट विल कम अराउंड द लास्ट 2 months और सो, और इवन 1 month लास्ट का जो मार्च का क्लोजिंग है 31st का, 29th इज
Mm.
एक्सपायरी, 38 इज हॉलीडे, 31st का जो एक दिन में 400-500 पॉइंट का मूव कर देंगे, कैंडल को ग्रीन कर देंगे, बट योर कॉल्स विल बी ऑलमोस्ट देयर. दिस इज माई जस्ट साइकोलॉजिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, नॉट फ्रॉम अ actual charts
Mm.
for now.
Mm.
So this can be the play. So are you ready with that? You need to plan the trade that way. Next comes, let us look at the weekly charts first. Market has almost tested this support which was being mentioned continuously. Whether the last charts pe charcha video where we have shared that minimum 16,800, 17,000 is the next level unless 18,200 is crossed, and this got tested. I have regularly tweeted too, and even in a Telegram channel we have been posting the wave counts. Thanks to the Vijay, continuously has been posting the wave counts, and this
Mm.
level almost got tested. But the irony is again here, the ones who were telling that 17,800, 600 breaks will turn bearish, they are still not yet bearish. And vast majority, there have been lot of negative news flow. Still, the vast majority is not at all fearing. Everyone expect है बॉटम बनेगा, एक बम्पर मूव आएगा. ये होप है सब. जब तक ये रिटेल का होप चलेगा, आई डोंट थिंक स्मार्ट मनी विल बी गिविंग ए बिग मूव. आई कैन गो रॉन्ग, बट एज ऑफ नाउ charts are not bullish. Psychological point, not at all bullish, because हर को होप दिख रहा है. और अगर स्मार्ट मनी को पता है यहाँ पे सबके स्टॉप लॉस है, द बेस्ट वे विल बी टू गो बिलो दिस, throw everyone out, and then give a fast and furious rally so that majority miss out. The rally
Mm.
of disbelief, जो कहते हैं, that can trigger. So as of now, even on weekly, now if you look at price action wise, this has given a breakdown, pullbacks, breakdown, pullback, breakdown, fresh breakdown, again pull this green candle pullbacks, again moves down. Why did market did not break down below this? Because this was a major support. It needs to be respected. So Friday's move, last week move might be just a respect of that as of now. Now this really give a big reversal or some cool off over here, that needs to be seen. So until 16,700 breaks, does not make sense to be big bearish over here. At 16,700 breaks decisively, एक दिन जाके पलट सकता है. That's a rare case. And so how do we take long over here? If you get Nifty around 16,800 near about, go small quantity long via calls. Do not go unhedged long in future if you're doing, because if this level goes away, it does not have a next major support before say 15,800, 15,500, this zone. So it's almost 1,000 points away. This is as per weekly charts. On daily, we will be finding a support around 16,500 or so. We'll come to daily later. The one respite over here can be this 100 EMA line, moving average, which is around 16,600. That may give you some support. So market, if bounces fast from here, well, else next support is around 16,500, 15,800 or below that. So do not attempt a contra trade without a hedge, or best is go with a April series call so that your risk is defined. Max you will be losing at 100 point, 150 point, whatever the risk you have done, or go with a call spread. Defined risk strategy. Do not go with naked, undefined risk strategy over here, because downside can open up all the way towards June. So be prepared with that. Now, what's the next level? Let us look at the daily chart in detail. What's the latest price action first? Before latest price action, let us look at this thing. Why I said below 16,700, observe the price action over previously. This move and the volumes, this was such a, what we say, distributed up move kind of. This was not a strong up move in normal sense. This was kind of strong up move from here, which got a support over here. This was a strong up move from here, from this leg, you got a support over here. And again, if you look from this leg, this was a strong up move. From there, the once breakdown below that, it gave pullback and it could not reverse cross that level. This overlapping move, which is called as an overlapping move, I do not consider this as a strong up move. Because I have seen such kind of moves getting reversed fast when this final support breaks. This is around 16,500. Once this buyer gives away, this overlapping moves get retraced very fast move. So, and this move is all the way till this buyer around 15,500, 700 zone. The reason why I was telling it does not have a major support below 16,700 is this overlapping move can retrace very fast. So don't try to attempt a contra trade without any hedge or undefined risk. There should not be such kind of overlapping move ever. If you want a strength of a buyer or seller, you observe this move. If this was a clean, not an overlapping, observe this move. Clean move, pull back, clean move. But here, 2 days up move, 2 days down move, 3 days up move, 3 days down move. This is kind of overlapping move which get retraced very faster way whenever the supports break. And the strong buyer is standing only around 15,500 or so. So even if we consider 15,700, 800, it's 1,000 points away from 16,700. This was the reason which I said, do not attempt contra trade undefined. Now, latest price action, if we look at, please focus here nicely. If anyone have any query, you can ask me. Observe this move. First, there was a high volume selling over here. Then this is the budget day. We see a very high volume because of the event. This high volume selling high could not be crossed on budget day, event day. After this, everyone was having a stop loss below buy budget day low, sell below budget day low, buy above budget day high. What did smart money do? Slow and steadily, it rallied all the way towards budget day high. Group members clearly knows as well as the one webinar in of February, I have clearly mentioned there is a possibility market moves towards budget day high once and then reverses back. And I've clearly said the reason for that, because this will be like a false move. The reason being, once the midpoint of this was crossed, the budget days, back to back two high volume candles and midpoint once crossed, the highs of this budget day should have crossed in 2-3 days, which it did not. It has taken a lot of time, which was clear. This was just a pullback move. This was not a real up move. And same happened, just to one spike above budget day high and then reversal completely. And this reversal was very fast. No looking back. Full expiry week of February till expiry week, till expiry of the budget February, it was one way downside. Clean move. 15,800, 17,800 put has become from somewhere around 20 to all the way till 300 plus. 18,000 puts have become excellent return. Everything. After this, we have seen a pullback. Where does this pullback halt? Exact toward this midpoint of this high volume candle. But before that, again, we see the high volume selling. This high volume selling, once this high was crossed, the buy signal got triggered. It should have either seen a follow through immediately, or this low should not have broken. It should have consolidated over here. This low got broken. Next day, there was a gap up. This follow through, this 2-3 days action, say even if I assume this as a false breakdown of this breakout, this 2-3 day action had a strength to go all the way towards 18,000 plus because of these volumes from where the selling has started. But what did it do? It encountered resistance exact in the gap zone. It could not even complete the gap nicely. This clearly meant this was just a short covering kind of move, where smart money was just looking to re-enter in the fresh shorts. Else, if this was a genuine buying, it should have crossed this. This also failed, because since this was just a short covering move, next move was definitely going to be fast, and it was fast. Now the recent price action. I'll move to Nifty future for the recent price action for a better understanding. Observe this. We see high volume over here. Could sustain down move, follow through to this move. After this 2 days of selling, on 15th of March, Wednesday, we see a big spread candle compared to the Tuesday's move. But supply is missing compared to previous 2 days. Good follow through to the previous 2 days. Good spread candle compared to Tuesday's high volume. But supply is missing, volume is missing. So this might be kind of, no sellers are looking to sell over here. Reason may be XYZ, whatever you call, because of the news flow, or because of important support over here, price action, anything, because everyone is watching same charts and same thing. Everyone have access to such kind of same data. And this level was supposed to be respected. 17,000 puts had a highest opening interest in start of the series. So they might have because of that, no one was interested to sell over here. Even my message to the group members was book at least partial over here. We need to respect the level. Everything looked excellent until the next day, where we have seen a very good buying volume, demand volume, you can say, where lows of the previous day got defended, and we had an excellent positive close as well as green candle. Close is positive compared to previous day. Candle is also green, which is close above the open. This gave me confidence. Probably once this high gets crossed, we may see a good up move. And my message to group members was on the Friday morning was, look for a call, 17,500 call. Once resistance get crossed. But what we observe on a Friday, excellent gap up opening. There was a good chance for these Thursday buyers to show their power and take it above this 2 days highs, because this supply was missing, which means no shorting was seen. So there was a good chance to trap this seller and take it higher. If this was a genuine buyer, what we observe, it could not even cross these highs. Forget about crossing the previous day sellers. अगर यहाँ पे supply नहीं था, so this dip was should be buyers, because of which even such a spread there was no big selling, and subsequent day we see good volume. It means there was some smart buying silently over here. But subsequently next day we did not see that. So let us assume कि ये weak, just assumption कि because of Friday these might be not serious buyers over here and they are waiting for the news flow over the weekend, or they are waiting for some safety कि weekend के बाद में fresh week में fresh position लेंगे. So for Monday or coming week, these highs around 17,280 Nifty future becomes very important. Unless this 17,280, 300 gets crossed nicely, do not try to attempt for a big upside. What happens if this gets crossed? Maybe gap up में हो सकता है, कैसे भी हो सकता है. Once this 17,280 gets crossed, there is a highly likely market moves all the way toward this high. It will definitely encounter some supply from around 17,400, 500 zone because of this high volume selling of last Monday. And above that, this gap zone. This is the potential target for a move above 17,280, 17,300 zone getting crossed. Failure to cross 17,280, 300, then don't be surprised to see break of 16,800 once. And everything can happen very fast and furious way. Be alert. 17,280, 300 gets crossed. Next target 17,600, 650, this gap zone. And once this gets crossed, this is the major test for the supply, for the sellers, or you can say for the buyers also. If this supply is not seen over here or seller is not seen over here, then all the way till 18,100 can move in a faster mode. First set of supply needs to be observed somewhere around 17,600, this zone of 17,620, 17,550. If you do not encounter any supply over here, then most likely we may see 1800 getting tested. Before that, once 17,280 is crossed, be ready. You can attempt 17,500 kind of calls. There is highly likely you may see 17,620 plus within the March series. If 17,280 gets crossed in the coming week itself. And I would give, if it gets crossed within Tuesday, the probability of 17,620 plus in March series become very high. Maybe even 17,800 plus. But if 17,280 fails to get crossed by Monday, Tuesday, max Tuesday, if 17,280 is not crossed, then don't be surprised. Specifically, I won't be surprised to see 16,800 getting broken, and maybe even 16,500 near about levels may get tested. Because this supply, this demand, this supply will take over this demand, and once this demand stop loss gets figured, even they will move away. These are trying an attempt. These as of now look like a weak buyer, and weak buyer is just a temporary buyer. He is not a, had this been a strong buyer, then we must see a break cross of 280, 300 max by Tuesday. The faster move to this supply. Else one dip is pending again. So broad level to watch out. 17,280, 300 zone on upside for now. If this is not crossed, be buyers for a short side. Do not try to attempt a long before that cross decisively, or do contra trade with proper hedge. Why contra trade? You can do major support over here, data wise historically bearish data in F&O side. So based on these two things, if you are attempting a contra long, be proper hedged. The downside, as I have explained, can be huge. My trade idea, around 17,200 plus, if you get, go for a short with a stop of 17,280, 300. Or once this Friday's lows are broken, somewhere around 17,000 is broken, then highly likely 16,800, 850 zone. This is Nifty future. So 16,800, 850 zone may get tested within couple of days, within this Thursday, before this Thursday. This looks like a weak buyer. So weak buyer can give up. And this weak buy if gives up, the natural major support around 16,700, 800 in spot needs to get tested. Clear? Anyone any queries, or shall we look for some other indices? Other indices?
No, this is good. Yeah.
Bank Nifty. This has been very strong overall as of now. This was holding nicely until recent breakdown. What has Bank Nifty done? It has given a 2500 points breakdown recently, right from around 42,000 till 39,500. This zone of 42,000 to 39,500 zone since February and mid-March, you can say this got broken. Now this looks like a retest of that breakdown. And if this is a retest of that breakdown, this is all set for a test of 37,500 near about levels, this next support. And this can come fast mode, which can take Nifty all the way towards 16,700, 750 spot, which we are looking at. This can be the major index to watch out. A 2,500 points breakdown, and if it fails to recover this, which means this turns out a false breakout, so false breakdown below this. If this is not a false breakdown, it is likely to test 37,500 in a fast mode, because this will be a breakdown retest. And if this is a false breakdown, so once it sustains above 40,000, spot above 40,000, this can give a fast and furious move all the way towards 41,700, 42,000 zone. The earlier highs around 41,650. So 41,600, 42,000, this resistance level. And this can be the faster move. Full action is to be watched for the Nifty is through Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is quite simple. It has been holding strongly, and even though Nifty was cracking, and now it has shown some kind of bearishness. Everything was fine till now. Keep eye on this. But something does not look good is Nifty mid cap. Sorry, this is BSE mid cap. Both the case, it's same. Observe this support zone. What first test fine before moving up move, retest kind of after this breakout, and then second test. This second test failed to cross the previous highs. Third test, lower high. Fourth test, lower high. Again breakdown, pullbacks, unable to cross this resistance, fresh breakdown. What does this indicate? Everyone is still expecting a support, it is holding. What does this indicate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it is back to back retesting the support, or holding near the support, trying to give a pullback but unable to cross the resistance. What does this indicate? Simple sense, simple chart looking. We are not looking at any volume action or anything else. What does this indicate? I don't need to answer anything to you here. I'm sure anyone can answer this. Back to back, one support getting tested, not once, not twice, 5 times, and unable to cross the recent resistance. What does this indicate? No strength in it. No strength in a demand, right? Or kind of distribution. It is forming lower lows, trying to give a pullback, lower lows, and observe the next support over here. Doesn't this worry much? Still, public is expecting some big pullback or anything, but charts are not at all indicating such kind of thing as of now. तो अगर चार्ट्स रिवर्स करेंगे तो रिवर्सल ट्रेड मारो ना, वरना when the bias is towards the downside and there is an excellent risk reward opportunity, say right now it is around 24, it is about 24,000, you have a stop loss around 25,000, downside you are seeing all the way towards 21,000 kind of levels, 21,500, 1:3 4 1:3 plus risk reward opportunity in mid cap index. So stocks will be giving very big if you go in depth in the stocks. When the index itself is giving 1:3 risk reward opportunity, why do you want to do bottom fishing over here? Yeah, let it cross the level. Agreed, you can get at low cost stocks or anything, and this if this is a false breakdown. If every time is a if. Yeah, but buyers as of now, because of 5 attempts, buyers is on a downside. So even if you want to do a bottom fishing, at least to do proper hedge with a strong hedge and be completely alert, because the next down move after such multiple attempts to break anything, next down move is very violent, right?
Yeah.
Now I'll show some interesting chart, very interesting chart. This is again back to Nifty, but something in from this different perspective. Observe this 2 days candle action in Nifty, 3 days candle action. This is Nifty spot, 3 days. Spot या future में same है, one selling and then 2 back-to-back dojis. Remember this pattern. Let us look at something different. Comparison of some kind of patterns. What it has done, gave a false breakout, down move, pull back, down move, and this pattern. Remember this sequence. Now, let us look at something. I should have shown actually DHFL has a similar kind of excellent pattern, but the chart does not come now because of delisting maybe. Observe here. False breakout, pull back, breakdown. After this false breakout, breakdown, retest, down move, consolidation, down move. Observe this dojis, back to back. It unable to cross this selling candle here. Again, back to back dojis near the support and then gone all the way, right? Let me show you DHFL in much better way. I have it in my presentation charts. This is just an alert. Be prepared if something kind of similar happen because as per the price action, I'm not sure will this happen. I don't know this will happen, but back of the mind, be alert based on this. My only intention to show this pattern right now before we wind up. It is at times better to be safe than being sorry later on, because if based on the present news flow or anything minor negative happen, it can trigger similar kind of big move. I have to change the screen sharing. PPT. You can see this chart.
Yes.
The presentation chart, right?
Yeah.
Observe this pattern over here. False breakout, pull back, then breakdown, consolidation, fresh breakdown. This selling candle could not be crossed. There were, in this chart, you are seeing a 3 doji candles. Observe this. Now observe here. There were more 2 days of consolidation or doji, and it was unable to cross the selling candle high, and then it all gone away. And similar pattern was seen in few other stocks as well, which have gone big way. Now this being an index, this may not go 20-30% or the kind of fall DHFL or Adani have seen, because index may get protected. But nevertheless, even 500 points fast down if we get, we should be prepared to capture at least 200, 300 out of that. Or even if you are having, say, the 16,000 monthly put, which is right now around 10, and even if we see such 500, 600 point fast move, this 10 becomes all the way 40, 50. Rise in VIX because of the fast move and the price move. So excellent risk reward opportunity even out of the money puts. The reason for showing this, to be alert. The price pattern kind of indicating similar kind of thing can happen if something does not move fast towards the buy side. So some news flow, something needs to happen soon. Else, God is great. It can give us excellent opportunities if we are ready to capture it.
Yeah. No, very interesting. Yes.
So I hope that's clear. I hope you like this video.
Yes.
Anyone has any queries with this? If anyone has
No,
any
all,
queries, else we wind up today's recording.
no, all good, Anand. Thanks a
Thank,
lot.
thank
Thanks
you
for your
everyone.
answers.
Hope you
Yeah.
will be ready to capture
Thanks,
some
Anand.
kind of move.